In this video, pag-usapan naman natin ang empirical formulas from analysis. Empirical formula for a substance tells us the ratio of atoms of each element in the substance. Mole concept can be applied on an atomic scale, which helps in analyzing empirical formulas. Ang sabi dito, yung mole concept daw magagamit natin sa paghahanap ng empirical formulas. But how exactly? Well, mole ratios determine the subscripts in empirical formulas. Explain ko sa inyo bakit. Consider natin tong 1H2O or water molecule. Pag dinecompose natin, of course meron tayong 2 hydrogen atoms per 1 oxygen atom. That is the essence of empirical formula. The relative number of each atoms in a certain substance, di ba? Ngayon, pag in-apply natin ang mole concept dito, 1 mole of H2O molecule means that you have 2 moles of H atoms per 1 mole of oxygen atom. Ngayon, i-demonstrate natin yan. Mag-solve tayo ng problem. Problem number 1. Mercury and chlorine combine to form a compound that is 75% mercury and 25% of chlorine by mass. Determine the empirical formula. And given sa atin yung mga molar masses ng mercury Hg and ng chlorine Cl. Solve natin. Bale ganito. Kapag maghahanap kayo ng empirical formulas tapos given sa inyo yung percentage, ang gagawin natin, mag-a-assume tayo ng size ng compound. Mag-a-assume tayo ng mass ng compound. At usually, ang ina-assume natin dito ay 100 grams. Bakit 100 grams? Kasi, kung 75% mercury yan, ang 75% ng 100 grams ay 75 grams. So, ibig sabihin kung ano yung percent, ayun na yung grams. Okay? So, let us assume 100 grams sample of the compound so that it would contain exactly 75 grams of mercury and 25 grams of chlorine. Now, what's next? Moles ng mercury. Gagamitin natin yung mass ng mercury, which is 75 grams. Ngayon, multiply natin. Saan? Sa kanyang molar mass. Ang molar mass ng mercury ay 200 grams per 1 mole. Tapos, makakancel out yung unit dyan na grams of mercury. Then we can simplify 75 divided by 200. We can divide both numbers by their greatest common factor, which is 25. And therefore, we have 3/8 moles of mercury. Same thing sa chlorine. The number of moles for chlorine is equal to its mass na 25 grams. Multiply sa kanyang molar mass, 35 grams per 1 mole. Cancel out the unit. And 25 over 35, ang greatest common factor ng 25 at 35 ay 5. And that's 5 over 7 moles of chlorine. And finally, ang gawin natin dyan, i-divide natin. Moles of mercury divide by the moles of chlorine. Ayan na yung mole ratio. Ayan na yung magiging subscripts. Okay? Substitute natin yung values. We have 3/8 moles of mercury and 5/7 moles of chlorine. Dividing fractions, multiply nyo lang yung reciprocal ng denominator. Therefore, we have 21/40. Ngayon, meron tayong 21/40. Pag tinignan naman natin yung mga choices, ang mga subscripts naman dyan, either 2, 1, or 4. So, medyo weird itong 21/40. Ibig sabihin yan, kung ikaw ay nasa exam, pwede mo yan i-assume as 1/2. Kasi 21/40 is very close to 20/40. Right? So, gagamitan nyo ng common sense. And dahil meron tayong 1/2 or 1/2, we can say that we have 1 mole of mercury per 2 moles of chlorine. And we can say that the name of this compound is HgCl2. Dapat marunong na kayo mag-name ng compound ha. Laging mauna ang metal. So, mauuna si mercury, Hg, and then Cl2. So, the answer is option B. Next, problem number 2. Nitrogen and oxygen combine to form another compound that is 20% nitrogen by mass. Determine the empirical formula and given ang molar masses ng nitrogen and oxygen. So dito, ang binigay lang na percent is yung percent lang ni nitrogen. Pero madali lang naman yan. So para makuha ang percent ni oxygen, subtract lang natin from 100%. Therefore, the percent of oxygen is 80%. And dahil alam natin yung percentages, alam na rin natin yung grams kapag nag-assume tayo ng 100 grams. So, assuming a 100 gram sample, it would contain exactly 20 grams of nitrogen and 80 grams of oxygen. Next, hanapin natin yung moles. The number of moles of N atom, that is equal to 20, which is the mass of the nitrogen atoms, and then multiply natin sa kanyang molar mass na 14. So 14 grams is equivalent to 1 mole of nitrogen. Cancel out natin yung unit, tapos simplify natin yung numbers. 20 over 14, we can divide both of them by 2. So we have 10 over 7 moles of nitrogen. And for the oxygen, the number of mole of oxygen is equal to its mass 80 grams multiply sa molar mass na 16 grams per 1 mole. Cancel out the units. So 80 over 16, that is equal to 5. Now, take the ratio mole of N divided by the mole of O. 10 over 7 divided by 5. Multiply lang sa reciprocal ng denominator. So we have 2 over 7, which means this compound is N2O7. Number 3. A compound is composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms. The compound contains 48% carbon and 4% hydrogen. Again, determine the empirical formula, given ang molar masses ng mga atoms. And again, assume tayo ng 100 gram sample. Bali meron tayong 48 grams ng carbon and 4 grams ng hydrogen. And para makuha yung mass ng oxygen, subtract lang natin from 100. So 100 minus 48 minus 4, that is equal to 48 grams. So kompleto na yung masses ng ating mga atoms. Makakapag-proceed na tayo sa moles. The number of moles for the C atom is equal to its mass, 48 grams, multiplied by its molar mass, 12 grams per 1 mole. Cancel out the units. 48 divided by 12, that is equal to 4. Next, the number of moles of H atom is equal to its mass, which is 4 grams, multiplied by its molar mass. Ang molar mass ng hydrogen ay 1 gram per 1 mole. Therefore, we have 4 moles of hydrogen. Next, the number of moles of oxygen atom is equal to its weight or its mass, which is 48 grams, and then multiplied by the molar mass, 16 grams per 1 mole. Cancel out the units. 48 divided by 16, that is equal to 3. And therefore, this compound is C4H4O3. Now let us discuss finding molecular formula from empirical formula. The subscripts in the molecular formula of a substance are always whole number multiples of the subscripts in its empirical formula. Nabanggit natin to before sa previous video. Sabi natin, parang fractions lang yan. Yung lowest term ng molecular ay yun yung empirical. So para makuha natin yung molecular, kailangan natin ng multiples para sa mga subscripts. Ngayon, ito yung formula. Whole number multiple is equal to the quotient of molecular weight and the empirical formula weight. Okay, apply natin to. Consider problem number 4. Given the empirical formula HgCl2, determine the actual molecular formula if the molecular weight is 540 grams. By the way, itong problem number 4, para lang siyang extension ni problem number 1. Pwede nyong ibalik yung video, ito rin yun. Kaya lang, yung problem number 1 kasi, kailangan yung empirical. This time, meron ka ng empirical, ang kailangan mo naman ay yung molecular. Pero, para nga malaman natin yung molecular formula, kailangan nga natin yung molecular weight kasi nandun yun sa formula. So, given naman siya, which is 540 grams. Ngayon, ang kailangan na lang natin hanapin ay yung empirical formula weight ng HgCl2. So, that is equal to 200 plus 2 times 35. And that is equal to 270 grams. Ngayon, the whole number multiple is equal to the molecular weight divided by the empirical formula weight. Substitute natin. Ang molecular weight na given ay 540 and ang empirical formula weight ay 270. And that is equal to 2. And after that, imumultiply natin yung mga subscripts ng HgCl2 by 2. The whole number multiple na nakuha natin. And we get Hg2Cl4. That is the molecular formula. Next, problem number 5. Ascorbic acid has an empirical formula of C3H4O3. Determine its molecular formula if the experimentally determined molecular weight is 176 AMU. Okay, baka marito kayo. Yung molecular weight, pwede yung grams, pwede yung AMU. Pareho lang yan kasi nga yung molar mass definition, di ba? Kung ano yung molecular weight in AMU, ayun din yung molecular weight in grams per 1 mole. Solve natin yung empirical formula ni C3H4O3 or ni ascorbic acid. So we have 3 times the atomic weight of carbon plus 4 times the atomic weight of hydrogen plus 3 times the atomic weight of oxygen. In this problem, hindi binigay yung mga atomic masses. But you should be familiar with the atomic masses of the elements, especially the common ones. The carbon, the hydrogen, the oxygen, the nitrogen, and other more. So we have 3 times 12 plus 4 times 1 plus 3 times 16, which is equal to 88 AMU. Therefore, the whole number multiple is equal to the molecular weight, which is given as 176, divided by the empirical formula weight of 88, and that is equal to 2. Ngayon, multiply natin yung mga subscripts by 2, and we should get C6H8O6, and that is the answer. Next, problem number 6. Mesitylene, a hydrocarbon found in crude oil, has an empirical formula of C3H4 and an experimentally determined molecular weight of 120 AMU. What is its molecular formula? Solve natin yung empirical. That is equal to 3 times the atomic weight of carbon plus 4 times the atomic weight of hydrogen. So the empirical formula is equal to 40 AMU. The whole number multiple is equal to the given molecular weight 120 divided by the calculated empirical formula weight, which is 40, and that is equal to 3. And now multiply natin yung mga subscripts ni empirical by 3, and we should get C9H12. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin paano gamitin si mole to find molecular formula. Okay? Kasi na-discuss pa lang natin, gagamit tayo ng moles, ng masses, para malaman yung empirical, and then from empirical to molecular. Okay? Pero pwede rin natin malaman from the masses and the moles, tatalon tayo papuntang molecular. Pwede yon. Example, problem number 7. Nitrogen and oxygen combine to form a compound that is 20% nitrogen by mass. Determine the molecular formula if the molecular weight is 280 grams. Okay, kanina, nung naghahanap tayo ng empirical formulas, nag-a-assume tayo ng mass, 100 grams. Pero hindi yun pwede rito, kasi given naman na yung mass ng substance. Yung molecular weight niya is 280 grams daw. So, meron tayong mass. So, kailangan na lang natin yung moles. So, ang gagawin natin, assume 1 mole of the compound. The mass of 1 mole of this compound is equal to, multiply natin 1 mole times 280 grams per 1 mole. Ayan kasi yung kanyang molecular weight. So, this is equal to 280 grams. So, ayan yung mass ng entire compound in 1 mole. Ngayon, kunin natin yung masses ng mga atoms. The mass of nitrogen atoms in 1 mole of this compound is equal to, dahil 20%, 0.20 times 280. And that is equal to 56 grams. And the mass of oxygen atom is equal to 280 minus 56. Pwede nyong kunin yung 0.8, okay? 80%. 0.8 times 56, pareho lang. Pero mas madali kasi ito. Subtract nyo na lang, alam nyo naman na 280 grams yung entire 1 mole. So, 280 minus 56 is equal to 224. Ngayon, kunin natin yung moles. The number of moles of the nitrogen atoms is equal to, so meron tayong 56 grams. Multiply natin its mass in 1 mole, that is 56, times its molar mass, 14 grams per 1 mole. And that is equal to 4 moles of nitrogen. Pati na rin sa oxygen, 224 grams times mo sa molar mass niya na 16 grams per 1 mole, and you should get 14 moles of oxygen, which means the molecular formula is N4O14. Ngayon, i-double check natin yan. I-solve natin ito gamit yung formula kanina, yung whole number multiple. So, titignan natin kung magmamatch pa sila. So, from problem number 2, the empirical formula of this substance is N2O7. Diba? Alam na natin, na-solve na natin. Ngayon, ang empirical formula niyan ay 2 times 14 plus 7 times 16. And that is equal to 140 grams or 140 AMU. Therefore, the whole number multiple is equal to the molecular weight divided by the empirical formula weight. Substitute natin yung values. Ang given na molecular weight ay 280 and ang empirical formula weight ay 140. And that is equal to 2. So, ayan yung pang-multiply sa subscripts. And upon multiplying the subscripts by 2, we get N4O14. So, parehas lang ang nakuha natin. Next, i-apply natin yung empirical formulas alongside with combustion analysis. Problem number 8. Isopropyl alcohol is composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. The combustion of 30 grams of alcohol produces 66 grams of carbon dioxide and 36 grams of H2O. Determine the empirical formula of the isopropyl alcohol. Bali, ang una natin gagawin, isolve muna natin yung formula weights ng CO2 at ng H2O. The formula weight of CO2 is equal to 12 plus 2 times 16, that is 44, which means 1 mole of CO2 weighs 44 grams. Ganon din sa H2O. The formula weight is 18 AMU, and therefore 1 mole of H2O weighs 18 grams. Ngayon, kailangan natin yung empirical formula, kailangan natin ng mass. But this time, hindi na tayo mag-a-assume ng 100 grams. Gagamitin natin yung given na masses ng CO2 at ng H2O. Okay? Paano? Start tayo kay carbon. The grams of carbon is equal to, gamitin natin yung CO2 kasi may carbon doon, di ba? So, 66 grams of CO2, multiply natin sa formula weight niya. So, 44 grams per 1 mole. Cancel out na yung unit yan. And then, from mole of CO2, convert natin yan into the mole of carbon. So, 1 mole of carbon dioxide corresponds to 1 mole of carbon. And then, cancel out the units. And from here, meron tayong mole of carbon. Multiply tayo ng isa pa. We know that 1 mole of carbon weighs 12 grams of carbon. So, finally, we can perform the operations. 66 times 12 divided by 44, that is equal to 18 grams. Ulitin nyo lang siya para sa grams ng hydrogen. So, grams of hydrogen is equal to 36 grams times the molar mass of H2O, 18 grams per 1 mole. And then, multiply natin sa molar ratio ng H2O. 1 mole of H2O corresponds to 2 moles of hydrogen kasi H2. And then, multiply natin sa molar mass ng hydrogen, 1 mole per 1 gram. And therefore, we have 4 grams of hydrogen. Ngayon, paano naman si oxygen? Well, grams of oxygen is equal to the total mass sample minus the grams of C minus the grams of H. So that is equal to 30. Ang mass sample natin ay 30 grams, sabi. Minus 18 minus 4, that is equal to 8. Ngayon, alam na natin ang masses ng bawat atoms. We can proceed to moles. The number of C moles or the moles of carbon is equal to, so 18 grams siya, multiply natin sa molar weight ng carbon, 12 grams per 1 mole. So that is equal to 3/2 moles of C. The number of H moles naman, we have 4 grams of hydrogen times its molar mass, 1 gram per 1 mole. That is 4 moles of hydrogen. And the number of moles of oxygen, so 8 grams times the molar mass, 16 grams per 1 mole. That is equal to 1/2. And ang gagawin natin next, divide natin lahat ng nakuha nating moles sa pinakamalit na mole. The smallest mole here is yung mole ng oxygen kasi 1/2. So the subscript for the carbon atom is equal to its mole 3/2 divided by the smallest mole 1/2, and that is equal to 3. For the hydrogen, you have 4 divided by 1/2, which is equal to 8. And finally, for oxygen, 1/2 divided by 1/2, that is equal to 1. And therefore, the empirical formula for isopropyl alcohol is C3H8O.